Hey guys, I finally got the Spinosaurus, but before we get into the review, take a look at this little mini movie that I made filmed in this diorama back here.
Sir, there's been a security breach.
Alert all personnel immediately. Has anyone seen Hodges?
Last I heard, he was checking out the gate.
Hodges, come in. Hodges, you can hear me. You gotta get out of there. I can't make out anything that he's saying. Quick, someone set off the motion sensors. Hodges, you gotta get out of there. If you can hear me, get out of there. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano and I'm back with more Jurassic World Legacy Collection toy unboxing and review. We're going to be looking at this Spinosaurus. I have two of them. I have two Spinosaurus. I went from having no Spinosauruses with no hope of ever finding a Spinosaurus to now having two with a third on the way. It's very funny how things have changed with these Spinosaurus. Now these are Target exclusives. So back over the summer, these were released online through Target.com for a very short amount of time before they sold out, and you had to have been either on the Reddit pages or on the Facebook groups at that time to know they were up for sale. And if you missed it, you missed it. Unfortunately, I missed it, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to figure something out. And we all, for a while, we hoped that they would come back to stores, they'd be stocked in physical stores, and unfortunately they never were. Until about a month or two ago, Victoria's Cantina, one of my favorite channels that covers Jurassic Park stuff, she did an interview with Britt Schatz and got a letter and some confirmation from Britt Schatz of Mattel, who's one of Mattel's people responsible for this whole line, basically. And she basically confirmed that, hey, through all the workings with Target and Mattel, that Target's not going to be ordering any more of these. Mattel would love to have them out, but for some reason, Target's not going to be ordering more of the Spinosaurus. They're not going to be showing up in stores. As it is, that item's dead. Now, that didn't mean that we would never see a Spinosaurus again, because a lot of things that they'll do in this line is they'll repaint them as battle damage, send them over to Walmart. That's their exclusive line. Legacy Collection belongs to Target. Battle damage belongs to Walmart here in the States. Over in Europe, Canada, it might be a little bit different. Mexico, they have the Destructosaur, stuff like that. But here in the US, that was the situation. As is, the Legacy Collection Spinosaurus was going to be no more. That is until about 2 weeks ago. The last 2 weeks, mid-November 2018, depending on when you're watching this. Hopefully you guys are watching this years later and it's that much more interesting to you. But this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen happen in toys. After we were given confirmation from the brand, no. We were given confirmation from Target. Multiple people online through Twitter, Facebook groups, everything were saying, hey, they've reached out to Target, and Target had this canned ham message of, oh, that item's gone extinct. Stay tuned, we'll have more dinosaurs, or something stupid like that. And a couple weeks ago, at 5 in the morning, all of a sudden Target sent out notifications through their app that the Spinosaurus was in stock. And a handful of people were able to get it. It was sold out in 30 seconds. But a lot of people were like, what's going on? But there were confirmations from real people, not just bots or whatever, that certain people were able to get it. And this happened every day. For at least the last 2 weeks, I quit paying attention because I got one. So what happened was I traded a couple Malcolms, a couple other hard-to-find figures for this one through a nice guy in Texas, Stuart Glasscock, really cool guy, and traded me for this one. He's like, the box is a little banged up. And I'm like, you know what? I just want one. I want to review it. I want to do it. So I got that one. And then later I was like, well, I want a second one because I'm going to open that one. I want one to keep in box and keep nice. So I got one on eBay. This is the one I got on eBay. I got it a day or two before they started showing up on Target. So when I saw them on Target, I was just like, oh, we'll see if I can actually get one. And I did, so I bought another one at regular price, $24. So I was like, this one was a trade, which is a worthwhile trade to me. So I was like, that worked out. This one I overpaid for. I paid $70 on eBay. But then the other one I got at regular price. So I'm like, shoot, I'm going to open one. I'm going to keep one boxed forever just because the story and the history of this toy is so nuts. With it's never coming back, and then all of a sudden it's here, and it's just been so all over the place that I'm like, to me, that's a cool memory. I want to keep this because of that. And yeah, enough of my rambling, enough of this, the backstory on how crazy and hard it is to get a hold of these things. Let's take a look at the outside of the box. All right, first off, we've got our Jurassic World Legacy Collection logo on the top left. We've got our cool Jurassic Park glowing gates, the big T-Rex over there. I just love the Legacy Collection packaging. It just looks so good. I like the cool little amber look behind the dinosaur thing on the logo. All the glowing Jurassic Park gates look cool. It says this is the Extreme Chompin' Spinosaurus. He pushes his little button on the back of his head and his little mouth opens up and does cool tricks. Now, this is the one, originally the ones that came out in the summer release, when you would do that little thing, the tongue would stick straight out, always. It would just like, stick straight out, and it looked awkward and weird, just like, doing a weird thing like that. So now they fixed it, and the tongue kind of bounces as it opens, but it does stay down. I tried it on both of these, same thing. Let's take a look at the back of the box real quick. We've got a Jurassic World Legacy Collection logo on the top left. There is the Jurassic Facts app logo. So what happens if you scan the little emblem on the bottom of their foot, you can unlock a digital version of the Spinosaurus. Now, unfortunately, the camera on my phone doesn't work anymore. It's broken. It's like all autofocus and messy. So I can't scan these anymore, but I can definitely show you guys what the foot looks like so you can scan it in your own app. Now, it does say Spinosaurus, Spinosauro, Spinosaurus, all these different languages. It says gigantic bite, and it says that same thing in like 20 different languages. That's insane. One dinosaur included, JurassicWorld.com. Oh, take a look, bottom right here. It is approved by 0 to 3 sad babies. Guys, this thing is awesome. There is a one-time assembly regarding the tail. You do have to like plug the tail in and twist or something. And we'll get to that in just a second because this is important. A lot of people have complained that the tails were droopy. But they've got like, my tail's droopy. It's like a personal problem. But there have been a lot of people with like droopy tails. Once they've installed it, they'll stand the Spino up, and then the tail will kind of just like fall over. And I'm like, that's not cool. Not for as much as these things cost, or as much as the trouble has been to get a hold of them. You know, that's not cool at all. So I got my little Exact Zero blade here. I'm gonna try and cut him free if I can. I have a tail. I'm holding onto his butt. There we go. I did it. But you still gotta like untie these little things, and there's these little things at the bottom of the package. Oh, this guy's kind of a mess to open. Am I even doing it right? There's these little knobbies. You gotta like take them and turn them. Oh, there we go. Cool. And then your dinosaur should come loose. He's kind of pigeon-toed at the moment, which is fine by me. He is a good-sized dinosaur. Let's get his legs lined up. Oh yeah, I like him. I think he's kind of cool looking. Now on the tail, this is something very specific. There is a small notch that you're supposed to line up with the bottom of the tail as you insert it. So you get this little notch and you're supposed to put it towards the bottom. What I read online, and this is risky, I shouldn't do this without really doing more research, but you know what? Whatevs. You only live once, right? And I have another one coming. Someone said if you cut that off and you install the tail upside downsies, they said you also have to rotate it. I don't fully know what I'm doing, so maybe I shouldn't do anything with this tab. But they said if you install it, it's also one of these deals that once you install it once, there's no getting it out. It's a one-time assembly. And if you mess it up, you mess it up. So there's part of me that's worried. It's like, dude, maybe just deal with a droopy, sad tail. But, I mean, that feels like it's going to hold. It's going to be pretty sturdy. Okay, I see what... The tail does kind of like... You put it straight up, and that seems to go okay, but it does definitely droop down a little bit. Okay. I'm just trying to see if it's possible to rotate this thing at all, because it doesn't look like it is. And I just want to... Yeah, no, I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to put him together as is and just enjoy him for what he is. I was going to try and do a cool... See, his tail's not droopy. Maybe it will be over time, but... Okay, it's a little loose now that I see it. But overall, this guy's huge. Look at him. He looks good. Look at that biting action. Yeah, okay, let's get the Mosasaurus since I have one close by. This is in comparison to the Mosasaurus. He's still pretty good size. I like the way he stands. I like his arms. He's kind of like a goon, like he was in the movie. You know what I need though? Is I need to get the Legacy T-Rex and kind of square them off and see how they look against each other. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I came back with a little bit more than just the Legacy Rex. I actually got a whole bunch of T-Rexes, and I got the Indominus, just so we can see how he scales up to the Indominus. So again, he's a little bit bigger actually than the Indominus Rex. Now, I have one of the older Hasbro Indominuses that he just kind of like slowly droops down if you leave him. I can pop him up like that and he'll stay for a little bit, but it's just what happens to these toys. I even took them apart to try to fix it. But either way, there's the Indominus. He's a little bit shorter, as you can see here, a little bit shorter than the Spino. I do really like this Spino, though. He's really cool looking. So we've compared him to that. Let's compare him to the Kenner Rex, the 93 Red Rex. Oh, yeah, look at that. So just to kind of get a good look at those two. The Red Rex is definitely a little bit taller. He's kind of always been a bit bigger. Again, mine's got kind of a funky stature to him. But, yeah, he's not quite as long. Red Rex is longer, of about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. On the back end, and then on the front end, he's just a little bit taller. Very nice, very cool looking toy on both ends. Now let's compare him really quickly. This is going to be to these, who's this, Thrash and Throw? Thrash and Throw. This is the Thrash and Throw T-Rex. Now these two, I think, are suited for each other. These are like the right size, in my opinion, towards each other. Thrash and Throw and the Spinosaurus. In fact, Thrash and Throw is just slightly, like, just barely... No, they're like the same. They are the same. These guys are the same length. He's a little chunkier, the Thrash and Throw, than the Spino. But I think, given that the Spino won the battle... I'm going to put you off to the side here, Thrash and Throw. Given that the Spino won the battle, this is actually the battle damage. I do not own the Legacy Collection T-Rex, but this is the exact same toy with a couple scrapes and scratches on him from the battle damage. So it's the same thing. You push the head and it opens, and his tongue does stick out in that weird way I was kind of describing earlier, where it's just like just weird tongue sticking out. It's like, why wouldn't you just have it go down? So now if you buy the Legacy Collection T-Rex, they fix the tongue and it does just hang down to the bottom the same way the Spino does. So these two, if you were to look at Legacy Collection sculpts right next to each other, these two were supposed to be comparable to each other. And in this case, the Spino is just a little bit bigger. So you can tell there his footprint is bigger. Like literally his footprint is just a smidgen bigger than the T-Rex. I just like these arms. I like the way these arms kind of... They're a little stiff, but they do move. They rotate. They do move out, they do move in a little bit, but he can like pick something up. Just he's like this hulking muscle arm guy. Whereas you have your T-Rex with this tiny little like human arms almost. It's just kind of funny to see those two. But, I mean, they can bite each other. Now, with the tongue not getting in the way, the Spino can actually bite the... I just lost a T-Rex back there. Something knocked over, which means it's an official Dano Channel video. The Spino can actually bite... The Spino can actually bite... Now, the Spinosaurus can go ahead and grab the T-Rex. He can bite him. He can get in there. He can shake him down. He can step on him. This is... Oh, the tail. The tail kind of drooped down. I saw it. It just happened. I think this is a really cool toy. Guys, I'm stoked on this Spino. What do you think? Do you think this is a good... Do you think it's cool? Now, before we get to the end of the video, I do got to show you guys the mini movie. You ready? Take a look.
Sir, there's been a security breach.
Alert all personnel immediately. Has anyone seen Hodges?
Last I heard, he was checking out the gate.
Hodges, come in. Hodges, if you can hear me, you gotta get out of there. I can't make out anything that he's saying. Quick, someone set off the motion sensors. Hodges, you gotta get out of there. If you can hear me, get out of there.
Alright guys, what do you think of that movie? Do you like that? Do you like those? If you like those, do me a favor, share the video. If you know someone who would like that, like show them on your phone, share it on Facebook, share it on Reddit, Twitter. Those are always really great. And if you use hashtag SadBabySquad, I can see who's sharing it. And, you know, I appreciate that kind of stuff. And I might use that information for those of you who shared in an upcoming giveaway. That's all I'm saying about that. So, back to the character here. Look at this. This guy is the head move. You can put the head position really far down. You can position it really high up. It does squeak a little bit. I love the action on that's good. He looks good. Again, the tail is definitely a little loose. Tail is a little loose. I can stick it up and it stays up, but if I put it down, it stays down. But even at its lowest, it looks a little funky at its lowest. It does look a little funky. But overall, this is a cool figure. Legs move in and out like that. They also rotate, so you can kind of rotate them this way and that way. There is a locking point where they're like, no, it's where we need to sit naturally. It's like a little locking mechanism in there. The actual fin is a little, I would say, not foamy, but it's a softer plastic that you can definitely bend and move a little bit, though I wouldn't recommend it. The little ankles, there are places where you can twist the ankles, you see there. So that's kind of interesting. Ooh. That one is super, like, squeaky. Overall, though, the sculpt looks good. I might have to custom paint one of these. I've never really custom painted any of the dinosaurs yet. And I know Ted Brothers does it, and I love the work that he does. I'm a little bit of an artist myself, if you've seen some of my other videos. So, I mean, I made the diorama and everything myself, so I think maybe I should custom paint one of these guys. If that's something you'd like to see, you want to see me custom paint some dinosaurs? Let me know down in the comments, because I would, if that's what you guys want to see, I am into it. I'm definitely into it. So real quick, and we have his ribs. We've got a couple little paint marks on him, little airbrushed light colors. Not bad at all. On his fin on this side, the red paint does kind of stop, and they didn't really hit it with the white to blend it very well. So it does look a little funky on this back end. There are a lot of little like pock marks on his face, and I don't know if it's from scuffing in the factory or what, but they're not part of the plastic. They're like scuffs on him. You can see a lot of little white details on his legs where they hit it with the airbrush. There's a nice gloss on the fingernails and on the toenails. But again, just the sculpt of this guy, the feel of him, he's a really, really cool dinosaur. I love the paint on the eyes, that green, menacing eyeball. Again, thumbs up for me. If you can get it, get the Target app. They no longer do the notification. So it's happening around like 5 a.m., probably 5 to 7 8 a.m. Pacific time, if not earlier. You know, it's like 3 or 4 or something, East Coast. And again, those times aren't set. It seems to be a little sporadic. But I got mine at, I think, 7 in the morning a couple weeks ago, like a week ago. So it's early. You got to be up early. And if you're refreshing the page where the Spino is, and I'll put a link in the description down below to Target. I don't get any, it's not an affiliate link. I make nothing off it. But if you guys go to that page and you refresh it, sometimes it shows up in stock. You can buy it for regular price. If you follow any of the Facebook groups like Paddock 9, they're really good about it. There's like Jurassic Park Collectibles, all these different groups where the second it goes live, the whole community jumps in. They're like, they share the link. They're like, oh, it's live now, go get it. And it's that kind of stuff that helped me. So it's really cool to have a community like that. And speaking of the community, I asked you guys earlier if you'd share the videos. You guys who share the videos, you guys who show up and comment to all my videos, watch my little mini movies and stuff like that, are a positive part of my community. You're subscribed. You've taken a dinosaur swipe on that little notification bell so you get every notification when I release a brand new video. You guys are my sad baby squad, like the 0 to 3 sad babies that approve of these toys. That's that life right here, sad baby squad. I have shirts on shop.spreadshirt.com/Dano or dano.spreadshirt.com. It's all the same thing. There's links down below for all that good stuff. But Sad Baby Squad, if you guys have clips, pictures, stuff you want to be featured in my videos, I'd love to share you. I want to share your guys' creations, your guys' artwork, your guys' pictures of your collections, whatever, just something funny. Send it to me. We have magic tricks. We've got cute kids. We've seen all kinds of cool stuff on this. So if you use hashtag Sad Baby Squad or at me on Twitter or Instagram at Dano Flores, there's a little thing down there. Share it with me. I want to share you guys in the videos because, you know, I love you. But that's it. I've rambled on enough about this awesome toy. Until next time. Hold on to your butts, and goodbye forever. Now, just because today's video's over doesn't mean the fun has to stop. Be sure to click on one of these videos or playlists and keep it going. I put out new videos every week. We've got Star Wars content, lightsabers, lots of dinosaurs on the way. So make sure you're subscribed and hit that little notification bell. And if you can, share one of the vids. It's a great way to support the channel, and it's much appreciated.